Good morning everyone. We just woke up and I just realized we do have a window next to a bed. And look at the view today. It's such a beautiful day. There are no clouds and we have a view of Kanchenjunga mountains.
Kanchenjunga. That's how they call it. Kanchenjunga.
Okay, whatever. I'll show you. Okay, so today is day 2 and we are going to Caventer's for breakfast. Well, Caventer's was full and there was a huge waiting line again. So we decided to move on and try this heritage hotel, the Elgin. It's almost 150 years old and this place has been visited by many eminent personalities like Mark Tully, Dominique Lapierre, Tenzing Norgay, Shah Rukh Khan and many more. This place has a beautiful old world charm.
So we just finished our breakfast and we are heading to the old cemetery where the bodies of some of the founders of Darjeeling are laid to rest. And there are quite a few famous names over there, including an Italian ornithologist who also was an eminent tea planter.
That's the place where our hotel is, and we have hiked all the way from there to this part of the hill to visit the cemetery.
So we are in front of the old cemetery right now. You can see over here two names, Alexander Somatekoros and General Lloyd. They were actually the founders of Darjeeling, especially General Lloyd. General Lloyd was given the task of finding a hill station uphill from Darjeeling, which suited the climate, which suited the weather, and the British believed that this kind of weather was good for them because it was a refreshing change from the heat and the malaria-laden weather of Calcutta. Over here during July and August, going back home was very tough. It was next to impossible because you had to go from here to Calcutta and the roads were not developed, and it was virtually impossible, especially during the monsoons because there used to be landslides and the jungle used to be fogged up. So they used to suffer from depression and very bad depression. A lot of them committed suicide during this period, and these unmarked graves are of a lot of people who committed suicide during this sad period, especially the depressing periods of July to August. So you see, this little girl was buried at the age of 7, and in 1907, when this little girl died, just imagine her parents and the priest standing over here and
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind when we rewind. Feels so nice. We time, you I know how to make me feel right. I can't help how that this sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes.
That is the place where we are going to. That is
Happy Valley TNT.
right.
Vamos allí.
Now, why you blushing? Yeah, sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. You do. Show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than.
We just reached the factory, but
Today is Sunday.
sadly it's closed. Maybe if we'll get time tomorrow or day after, we will again visit this place.
All the lanes, sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way, on my way. We've been dancing all night long. Right here with you way too long. Don't want nothing here or now. But I'm done waiting, done wasting my time. Let the sweet talk. I'm already on my way. I'm pulling up, don't be late. I'm cutting through all the lanes. Sweet talk. You need to say less to me. No need for no flowers, babe. I'm already on my way.
So we have come to Glenary's right now. It's one of the top eateries in Darjeeling. It's one of the most famous. And it's a very old restaurant. It's really well maintained. And people from the last 4 or 5 generations have been eating here.
So when you say 5 generations have eaten here, what do you mean by that?
My great grandfather has come here. He's enjoyed the food of Glenary's. My grandfather has come here. My father has, I have, and my cousins, their children have. So in our family, 5 generations have enjoyed the food of Glenary's. So for us and for our family, this is a very, you can say, a very nostalgic restaurant to come back to.
It's been 45 minutes and we are still waiting for the food.
Roast beef. And beef chili. Shall we give it? Fried rice. Alright.
I don't think we need one.
We are in Darjeeling, so obviously we have to try tea over here, which is world famous. So we have ordered 2 types of tea right now. One is Darjeeling first flush and the second is Darjeeling second flush.
So can you explain to me what is the difference between the first flush and the second flush, and is there any other variant of the tea?
Yeah, so there is one more which is autumn flush. So the difference between these 3 kinds of tea is the harvest timing only and the processing time. So the first flush is obviously having less processing time, and the harvest period is in the spring, which is Feb to April.
It has a
Second,
very complex and a very fruity flavor as compared to the other teas,
they
right?
say that we will check that out.
Okay.
And the second flush is right after the first flush. That would be from April to June.
The summertime.
Right, the summertime, and that has a bit stronger taste than the first flush, and then the last one is autumn flush, which has the most processing time, and yeah, it's harvested in autumn.
That has the strongest of the flavors.
Yes, but the first flush is the one which is
It's very light, it's very,
Very
soothing.
famous.
The flavor is very soothing. So
Let's try.
you can see the difference between the colors. I mean, this is the first time that she's holding the second flush.
Okay, let's try.
It's
This is
perfect
really
first-
good.
First flush, perfect.
Now I'll try this.
Now we can exchange the cups. And you can almost get the grape taste in the first flush. Quintessential first and the second flush.
This is very light, and yeah, it has a fruity taste. But which one would you prefer if you have to?
It really depends. If I am like, if I want something very light, if I want something fruity, something flavorful, something to soothe my nerves down, I will prefer a first flush because it's very soothing. But if I want something that is not very strong, but if it wants to energize me in some way, I'll prefer a second flush.
I think I'll prefer second flush because it is more strong, and I prefer stronger ones.
I prefer both. It just depends on my mood. So we are right now in the Golden Tips Tea
Shop.
tasting room, and
Right in the middle of the mall.
right in the middle of the mall. And would you recommend this tea shop?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Definitely I would. I mean, they have really amazing different kinds of teas. There are so many teas, we are not even trying them. There's oolong, white, and many more.